Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
It's all right. We've just got. Stop it! I've only just stopped laughing about it, and he's got to bring it up. I'm Jad, by the way. Hi, Ruby, if you're still in. If you're wondering what we're laughing at, it's something that Chris has been out with Callum today, filming, and something very funny had happened. But I can't tell you what. You'll have to watch the video. I don't know when it's going to be up.
It'll be up tomorrow.
Yeah. It says it'll be up. It'll be uploaded tomorrow. It's just editing it now. But dead funny. We still laughing about it. It is funny, sort of. Hiya, karate. How are you?
No, it's not funny for us, Callum.
Tomato, Rabbi State. You're giving the game away. All I've said is something happened in the video that is shot today. And he told Callum he wasn't putting it in, but he is. Because we've just been laughing about it. So watch out for Chris's video tomorrow and you'll understand why we were laughing.
I don't karate, lad.
So, yeah. So, there's
Mr. P, a tomahawk, Rabbi steak.
Ribeye.
Ribeye.
Oh. Anyway, so if you want to know what we're laughing about and what the funny bit is, you'll have to watch Chris's video tomorrow. Funny. I don't think Callum expects Chris pouring it in, but he is. Oh, he says, what, did Mr. P fall into some dog poo? No. Callum. It were Callum, but it weren't dog poo. I'll have two. Anyway, sort of, yeah. It was Callum that had the miss, that, not Chris. So, very unfortunate, but these things happen. Yeah, since he's come back, Amjad, all Chris has done is laugh. And he told Callum, hiya, Martin. Oh.
Well, camping, loved it. Oh.
He says that's why he's got in his icebox karate. Tomahawk, what is it? Tomahawk, ribeye, wherever it is.
What?
He says that's where he's got in his icebox.
Ooh.
I'm
going to make it karate. I'm stealing it.
Oh dear. But yeah, we're just on about Martin. Chris and Callum have both been out filming today and something unfortunate happened, but it was funny. And he told Callum he wasn't putting it in the video, but he is. Stop it, you're giving game away here. And I told people I weren't going to tell people what it were, and he keeps shouting from over there. He says he's just uploaded a little GoPro taster. Well, they've both been out with the GoPros today, and it were Callum were talking into camera. So yeah, no, we didn't fall over, Martin.
If it fell over, I'd have pushed him over.
Well, let's just say he wasn't watching where we were going. But you'll have to watch the video tomorrow to find out what happened. But no, yeah. So, but yeah. Another thing is, pardon me, thank God we've got a Ring doorbell, because there were some kids outside earlier on, right? And I'd been in the kitchen, I'd been making some cookies, and I'd just come in here and made myself a coffee, sat down, sitting drinking my coffee, and all of a sudden I heard a bang against front door. next minute, a lad come on garden, picked his football up. I thought, well, these things happen, you know, blah, blah, blah. Couple of minutes later, happened again. Then a third time it happened, and I just shouted, "Oh, you do realise it's on CCTV?" And this kid run off and he says, "Oh, there's somebody in." And I reckon they were doing it to try and wind dog up. Once is a mistake. 3 times is not a mistake. It's not too bad, Amjad. We've got patio doors open. It's not cold, but it's not warm.
A bit drizzly.
So anyway, a bit late. Eh? A bit later on, I actually seen them walk past on footpath. So I thought, right. So I opened the front door and I went, "Oi!" Me? I went, "Yeah." I says, "Don't you realise?" I says, "All your antics earlier on," I says, "we've got it on CCTV. And this little girl were with, and we kept saying, 'Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.' And I kept saying, 'Yeah.' I says, 'Once is a mistake.' I says, 'Not 3 times. And he kept saying, 'I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to.' I says, 'Come off it.' I says, 'Who are you trying to kid?' I says, 'You must think I were born yesterday.' I says, 'I know why you were doing it. But you see, when I shouted to him, do you realise it's all on CCTV? He shouted to others, 'Oh, there's somebody in.' So he knew what he were doing, and he were doing it to wind dog up.
Yeah.
But didn't realise that there was somebody in. Hiya, Simon.
Hello, Simon, lad.
Simon thought the tunnel scene was fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying, Simon, Chris and Callum have both been out today. Now, there were what I'd call a blooper, but Chris is leaving it in. So it's a case of, it'll be published tomorrow. So you'll have to watch to find out.
I'm editing it now, Simon, as we speak.
But yeah.
I'm multitasking here. I'm shouting.
So I shouted out when he says he kept saying, I didn't mean to, and I'd shouted to him, "You must think I was born yesterday." I says, "We'll see what your parents has got to say." I says, "When we're going to show them CCTV footage." Hiya, John lad, how are you?
Hello, John lad.
But yeah, we've got an idea who it is. It's somebody a bit further down. It's her kids. But anyway, you know, they knew exactly what they were doing. They were doing it because they thought nobody were in, because they was outside when Chris went out. So they knew he'd gone out, but they didn't know that I hadn't. I know, bro.
I know, bro.
It says fine for a Monday. But yeah, you know, they must have thought that because they'd seen Chris go out in car that we'd all gone out, but we hadn't. And they thought it'd be fun to kick door at football at door and wind dog up.
Tried.
Yeah, well, tried.
Bloody bark, banana.
Yeah. So.
Try and pick his meat.
So yeah, so that's another thing. Oh God, we've had.
Out my gum, lad.
Ooh, my gum. Ooh, by gum.
I don't know what it's supposed to say.
So another funny thing that happened. Chris went to the kitchen to give Biscuit his tea, his meat. So he got it on like worktop, you know, thing. Benny coming through window, which is our older cat, and he was sniffing round it. So next thing, Chris puts it down on the floor for Biscuit, and Benny thought, ooh. So he jumped off, and he was just about to tuck in, and Biscuit went, "Bah!" As if saying, "Hands off, that's mine." But this is the thing. He eats their biscuits, he eats their meat if they don't eat it all. And I says, well, that's being a bit of an hypocrite, really. You know, what's yours is mine and what's mine's my own.
Don't have tea in this house, John, lad, it's coffee.
No, we've got coffee. But I have got some tea bags in case we have visitors and they prefer tea to coffee, and they are Yorkshire tea bags. You know, they're coming on leaps and bounds with biscuit, you know what I mean? But, you know, this sort of, I think Benny sort of overstepped the boundaries, let's just say.
Just a tad.
Yeah, just a tad. But same as I says to Chris, I says, well, I says, in retrospect, Biscuit's being a bit of an hypocrite because he eats their meat, he eats their biscuits. And basically, when it comes to cats, you know, everybody's free game. Oh, pardon me. So yeah, you know what I mean? It's one of these things where, you know, what's mine's my own and what's theirs is mine and all. But yeah. But I says to Chris, I says, well, if you look at it this way, he's a lot bigger than them, so he's got the biggest authority, let's just say. So yeah, it's been quite a day for sort of mishaps and misdemeanors. Oh dear. But if you want to know what the mishap or misdemeanor is, then you'll have to watch Chris's What's My Jig tomorrow. His vlog that he's editing at the moment as we speak. Oh, I have to. I'm just got to go in college on Friday. But this is the thing. I've asked Callum, and I says that they sort of sent you a timetable or anything. He says no, nothing. Now we were sort of had this discussion in length when I said other day that we're doing media studies. It's like website building and things like that. You know, everything. It's like Instagram presentations and Facebook presentations. Well, funny thing is, John lad, we only have Kingsmill 50/50. We have best of both.
Hey, Ruby.
Hiya, Ruby. How are you? So yeah, so Callum don't know what is what's the jig is timetable or anything, who his teachers is going to be or anything. And I says to Callum, I says they're probably going to leave it till last minute and, you know, send you an email off sometime this week. And but it's you know, in my opinion, it's a bit lapsadaisical. You know, it from enrolment is not heard a thing. So you know, it's not very good. Although it's a brilliant college, they're just not. Wakey says he ran out of bread yesterday. That's no good, Wakey. What you been doing today? So, but yeah, you know, are they waiting till last minute? So yeah, once Callum sort of gets. John Loss says, Wakey, I couldn't get Ovis.
50/50 is what you need.
Yeah. We only have Kingsmill 50/50. So it's very rare that we eat anything else. And they gave me my timetable last Friday when I did it. But you see, they didn't do nothing like that when Callum went and enrolled. Just get him a new ID badge and that were it. Oh, he's baked his own. Ooh.
Baked his own.
Yeah. Ooh. I've been baking today as well.
Cookies.
I've baked some milk chocolate chip cookies and I've made some white chocolate chip cookies. So whilst the boys were out filming and taking photographs and whatever, I thought, right, you know. Yeah, Simon says he watched Dennis's films over the weekend. I told you, Simon. I knew you wouldn't be disappointed. Yeah, what's tomorrow? It's called Ginger Crunch. And it's like a biscuit base, and then it's a mixture of golden syrup. What else is it? It's golden syrup, butter, icing sugar, and 4 teaspoons of ground ginger, and that's it. It's called Ginger Crunch. It's like a biscuit with like a ginger. You know, I'll show you a picture. That's what it is. So yeah, so that's the actual picture of it. What we're making tomorrow. It says I got told I want to bake it. I told I was discussing it up shop, and I thought it. I said you get that for free, last plus no ovis. Oh, Callum, you know. She says, yeah, I'm getting my things ready. But yeah, it's relatively few ingredients, Ruby. It's butter, granulated sugar, plain flour, ground ginger, baking powder, and then that's basically your biscuit base. And then butter, icing sugar, golden syrup, and ground ginger that you put on top. Voila. There you go. But, you know, Mr. P don't know, but don't tell him that next time my shopping comes, I've ordered a couple of Toblerones to make Toblerone cookies.
There better be a big one in there for me.
No, there isn't.
Well, you have one in there.
I've had to order 2, but they're both for Toblerone cookies. So that probably not next week, week after. Oh dear. But so yeah, I had decided what we make a week after. Next week, I mean, not next Tuesday, a week tomorrow. So, but I don't normally decide, like, you know, till further down the line what I'm making. What is Toblerones? I'll get a picture up on my phone. It's better to show you, Ruby, than it is to I've just got to turn my display brightness down. Rather than sort of explaining to you what a Toblerone is, Ruby, it's better to show you. And it's sort of like a bit like a chocolate bar, but it's got like chunks of almond. I could, yeah. Chris's favourite all the way, bro. He absolutely, and I've been saying for weeks that I'm going to make these Toblerone cookies. Hi, Vanessa.
Hello, Vanessa.
It's all right. I'm just searching for Toblerone so I can show Ruby what a Toblerone is. Yeah, Proline chocolates. That's it basically, Ruby. That's a Toblerone.
If they ain't got no Toblerone where she lives, I'm not moving in.
I normally get Chris one of them, a big massive one at Christmas.
Yeah, once a month a year, me.
So yeah, so that's a Toblerone, Ruby.
That's the best present.
Well, stop whinging. I baked some cookies this afternoon. So yeah, as you know, Bro said, it's a chocolate bar or chocolate candy, but it's got pieces of candied almonds in it. That's the best way. I got cooking lessons on my timetable on Monday. Last lesson. Ooh.
Oh, sorry, Martin's going.
Okay then, Martin. Thanks for popping in. I could live on jammy Dodgers. But you see, I've been promising Chris for weeks and weeks now that I was going to make him some Toblerone cookies. And
Don't wet the bed.
oh dear. But yeah, so it's sort of one of them things where it sort of fell by the wayside a little bit, and I've sort of come across something else and said, ooh, you know what I mean? And I've had this recipe for ages. And I was sort of doing my shopping online today. See you later, Martin. You know, and I thought, I know. Next time I have my shopping delivered, I'll on the Tuesday, you know, because I normally have it delivered on the Saturday. On the Tuesday, I make these Toblerone cookies, so I've ordered a couple of Toblerones just to keep somebody quiet. Poor Chris, bless his little heart. I'm just laughing at what John has put on all. He says, you know, bro, did you get that heavy duty tenor pads, lad? Oh dear. But it's you know, like recently I've done a lot of like tray bakes and bars and things like that. I haven't done any cookies for quite a while. Having said that, I've made some this afternoon, but hey ho. But you know, actually on the live stream. But another thing is
no saucy. It says John Ladd says Parky is on Irish channel. He will send you some.
Yeah, because Scrapping Irish is live as well. What was I going to say? I forgot now. Oh yeah, as a bit of an extra for tomorrow, I made jam sponge at the weekend for after Sunday dinner, and it's basically 5 minutes to whip it up, 5 minutes in microwave, and jobs are good in. So I thought to myself, tomorrow's live stream, it's going to be relatively short, so I might just pop that in. And if you if you're in a hurry and need a dessert or a pudding or whatever you want to call it, pretty quickly, that's the one to make. And I've adapted it because the recipe that I've got is for a golden syrup sponge. But all I did, your kettle has arrived here, John. I will send it off to you soon. Ooh. So yeah, so I thought, well, I might every now and again, if the content don't take very long, I always sort of like to, you know, add a little bit extra in the end. And this is basically a 5-minute microwavable pudding. So just so you know, guys, if you want to impress if you want to impress the ladies in your life, that's the recipe. And it's a sponge. You do it all in microwave. But Ruby says, with all your baking, you can open a bakery. Too much hassle, Ruby. I'd rather just do it and share it on YouTube. Just do it because I like baking. It's too much hassle. I'm going on in years, and it's too much ball ache to, you know, all this red tape that you've got to jump through and this, that, and other when you open a bakery. I can't be doing with that. So, yeah, so I says to Chris, I says, with this sort of, this ginger crunch, with it being sort of quite an easy one, I should put that jam sponge right at end. You know, it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Anybody can do it as long as you've got a microwave and a dish of it. I've got like a 2-pint Pyrex pudding dish. And basically that's all I do. I put 3 tablespoons of jam in it. And that yesterday, I actually chucked some white chocolate chunks in. Chris says it were astronomical. Thoroughly enjoyed it. So, yeah, so if you want something quick and easy, that's the recipe. You know, if you've got relatives that sort of drop it on you last minute, that they're coming over for dinner or whatever, you know. He's just bought some, actually, Simon.
What's that?
He says you'll have to buy him some new walking boots.
No, I've got some.
Yeah, he's just bought some, Simon, but he says they pinch him a little bit.
I've got to pay them in.
Perhaps, same as I've said, it's all right not wearing them. You're going to have to keep wearing them. You know, bros would burn the street down. Not with this, because you don't even have to turn the oven on. You know, it's a case of you whack it in microwave for 5 minutes, jobs are good in. You know, it can't get any more simpler. You know, you just, and it's one of these things where you just tuck all ingredients in, you know, use your electric mixer, voila, pop me 3, well, I use 3 tablespoons of strawberry jam. But to this sponge mixture, I added some white chocolate chunks. Chris, same as Chris says, it set it off perfectly. But you can adapt it. You can use any sort of jam, you know, whatever flavour jam you like. You know, lemon curd, whatever. Wakey says his supper's nearly ready. Whack it in oven, bang, you've got Ovis. Now, it's a bit more complicated than that, John lad. You know, when you're making bread, unless you've got a bread maker, which I haven't, you know, it's, you know, with yeast and everything, it's proving it, and then you knead it, and then you prove it again, you know what I mean? It weren't too bad, Amjad. Relatively quiet. It's all been happening today. So I'm just
get the recipe at BBC, said Ruby.
No, it were off. It were off all recipes, I think. I'll send it you. I'll send it you when I get a minute, Ruby, after live stream. But it's basically 125 grams of butter, 125 grams of flour, 125 grams of sugar, 2 eggs. Just whack it all up. Just whack it in all in pan, and then just before I put it in the dish, I added some white chocolate. I forgot all about braised pork sausage with mash and cabbage. Ooh. But yeah, it's 5 minutes in microwave and you've got a dessert. You know, if you like that. I mean, because I know Chris, you know, he likes apple pie, he likes jam sponge, you know. Is today a bank holiday? Yes. Oh, the one that we're making tomorrow, it is a bit, it's in essence, it's a bar, but it's like a, sort of like a biscuit base, like shortbread base, but then you put icing, sugar, golden syrup, ginger and butter into a pan, and that's your topping. And basically, once you've put your topping on your biscuit base...
Yeah, bank holiday.
I've just said that. I says, yeah. So once you put your topping on your biscuit base, you just let it set. You know, and hence the reason why I said I might show you how to make this jam sponge, because, you know, it's only, I think it's about 10, 15 minutes in oven and, you know, jobs are good in. So, so yeah. But you see, there's another one that I want to make as well. And that's like, it's called gingerbread bars with cream cheese frosting. And that's basically like a ginger cake, but with a cream cheese frosting. So, but I don't like to keep sort of making similar sort of things every week. I like to mix it up and, you know, throw cookies in mix every now and again, and cupcakes, and you know what I mean. Yes, wake it is the last bank holiday before Christmas. So Ruby's probably thinking, well, what's bank holiday? It's like an extra day's holiday for, you know, like people that are working, they've had an extra day off. But it's last bank holiday before Christmas. It is a bank holiday here in the UK, John lad. So yeah, it's the last bank holiday before Christmas. Bank has a holiday. So I don't know about Scotland or Ireland or whatever, but I do know here in the UK it's a bank holiday today. Why? I don't know. Don't ask me why, because I don't know. So, but same as Chris says to us, it's just like any other day, you know what I mean? We haven't done no, you know, we're not like one of these that all you know, flocked at seaside, and no, we can't be doing with all that. We'll go when it's not so busy. Plus we're going on holiday in October anyway.
Oh, I've got to sort before now.
Well, I'm in Scotland, same here. Banks closed and no post. Yeah. But anyway, same as I say. You see, sometimes like Scotland and or Ireland don't have the same bank holidays as us. So yeah. So I've got off on it down my top. You know, unless you've got stuff down your top, you're not a baker.
Wait, that's not on the go.
Oh, is it?
About 20 hours going there.
It did a vlog yesterday, and the one that it did other day took about 6 hours. Well, this one yesterday did. When we went to bed last night, it was when we went to bed last night, it was still uploading.
It says 39 minutes. Yeah, I doubt it.
You must be doing something wrong then if it's only 39 minutes.
I was going to say, well, I've not done it full 4K. I've got one next one down. So
I'm just put yesterday. I don't know what it means by yesterday.
Yesterday, sometimes you were so far away.
Oh God! If it weren't raining, it is now. Oh dear.
Oh, here we are. It's going up now. 46, 47 minutes.
But
right, I'm getting you on
curly whaleys.
What's that?
John Laddie says, "Here, lad, nipped it shop for Curly Whaleys." Hey, I like they one of my favourites, Curly Whaleys. Yeah, that's bringing back some memories.
Yeah, 1 hour.
It's slowly going up, is it?
Going up now.
Oh dear. But yes, surprise your loved one with a sponge for tomorrow. Well, they're dropping like flies in here since you've been singing. It's gone down to 3.
I did it, officer.
Pardon me. So, yeah, for anybody that's sort of new to my baking live streams, I actually bake in the living room because I've got like a big pasting table that I use, and I like all my equipment, my pans, my curly woolies. Have I got to search for curly whirlies now and show Ruby curly whirly? Oh my God! I actually then disconnected my headphones and connected your live stream. It says it made Imran jump.
It did happen while I was singing with it, I'm good.
But yeah, I'll just Google a curly whirly for Ruby. Oh dear.
Early. Hey, ducks, are you coming in there?
How long does it take to upload a? What is that? An hour or 1 minute? A 10-minute video?
10-minute video.
Yeah. Yesterday's how long were it? About 17 minutes.
17 minutes for it took me 10 hours, but
yeah.
Simon, I don't know if you can hear me or not, but my computer's a bag of rubbish.
Yeah.
And it's very, very slow. If you've got a speedy computer,
yeah.
Okay, 10 minutes, blog, an hour or 2.
Yeah. A fortnight. So yeah, so this is for Ruby's benefit. This is a curly whirly. That is a curly whirly, and it's basically caramel covered in chocolate.
Right, how's this going to open?
Why are you going to have for a curly whirly?
Oh, what would this?
Hey up. There's a chocolate bar here called Minge chocolate bar.
Ruby will go,
what's the Minge? Oh dear, I couldn't help myself there. Oh, that is a Minge chocolate bar. I bet Ruby sat there scratching her head thinking, what's the Minge? I bet John Ladd knows what a Minge is.
She's got question mark.
Oh dear.
Lady parts.
Yeah. You've got to be English to understand it, Ruby. Oh dear me.
I hope it's only saying 2 minutes. Then 2 hours even.
Oh dear. Oh, that is beyond what's it? That is. John Ladd's got 10. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, you can't sort of plan this. It was just I saw it when I was looking for curly whirly, and oh God, and hence the reason why I was laughing. What was that other chocolate bar that shite?
Yeah, it's actually called
shite. I think we've still got newspaper over there because it were actually in a newspaper.
Yeah, and it's an Irish chocolate bar, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's called shite. It's not. It's spelled SHYTE.
I wouldn't think there's many sales.
But yeah, the last time we laughed at the name of a chocolate bar, that were it. I'm just put what? You'll have to have a look at wall unit. That newspaper cutting is still there. Yeah. I'll have a look for it, Amjad, and I'll show it you. I think it's somewhere, isn't it? Anyway, It's that is the name of the chocolate bar, shite. But it's spelt with Shyte. But I kid you not, Amjad, that was the name of the chocolate bar. So, you know, and I says to Chris, you know, who comes up with these names? Minge. Shite.
There's a chocolate bar called Willy.
Bag of shite, John. Can you imagine going into a shop and saying, can I have a bar of minge and I can have a bar of shite?
I can have some kind of Willy.
But yeah. Oh dear.
Don't put that on Alexa, Amjad.
Did you hear that, John? Chris says, don't ask Alexa that one. Sorry, my eyes are running every time I start laughing. Then, but yeah, you know, it's oh dear. I mean, anybody can sit in an office and say, I know. He says, I'll do that in a loaf of Ovis. I won't go and ask for a bar of shite or a bar of minge. But anyway, you know, yeah, it makes the mind boggle who comes up with these names. Now, they must know what reaction they're going to get when they say, I know, we'll call it shite. They must know people's reaction. Good news, it's only taken only.
I've just looked at me, I was 17.
Wait, there's a chocolate called shite, yes, but not spelt like that, Amjad. It's Shyte, but it's still pronounced the same, shite. So I'll look for the newspaper because I saved it. John says 2 bars of minge, a bag of shite, and a curly whirly. Oh dear me. But I don't know. They must have an easy life. These sugar dump shite. You know, I don't know who comes up with these names. So I'm just Googling something.
Shite. Oh, come on, don't mess it all up now, stupid Microsoft Edge. There we go, now I'll cook
It's all right, I've just Googled rude sounding chocolate bar. There's one here called a gay bar. It's part Galaxy and part Milky Bar. He says he's gonna have
Conrad's going to get banned of his shop.
it's I'm laughing at this one. It says sweet and sweary, but I'm not going to show it you because it has got some you know,
40 words.
Yeah, quite obscene things. Oh, it says tin of milk chocolate sardines. Who wants Milk chocolate sardines.
That'd be handy for wakey, that.
I don't like sardines, so I'm sure I won't. I won't want a chocolate sardine. So I hope Minja's there. Dirty cow popcorn. Yeah.
Ooh. Imagine if I was in maths at college and the teacher says, name a 3D or 2D, and the student goes sugar dump. The teacher says, I'm literally laughing and falling off the chair. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Hey, at least it's only taking 4 hours now.
Oh, what, instead of 6? It says, this is in Sun, rude food. 15 hilariously inappropriate sweet names, including Camel's Balls, Nips Caramel, and Ding Dong.
I'm having a bit of Ding Dong.
If you don't believe me, that's Camel's Balls. Mince pasta. Yeah, Camel's Balls. Oh dear. Yeah. Willy gum.
Willy gum.
Willy gum.
I said Willy, didn't I? That's what we call Willy.
Nips Caramel. Dirty cow popcorn. Yeah, Nips Caramel. Oh, ding dong. Ding dong.
Ding dong.
Mixed nuts. Oh. A chocolate bar called ass.
A chocolate called ass?
A chocolate bar called ass. Willy gum. Yeah, here's one for you taste buds. Spermies. I think I've put everybody off. I've gone down to 4 now. Yeah, that one's called crap.
A bag of crap, please.
A bar of crap.
Not a bag with your crap.
Yeah, another one for you. Bum gum. IJCT. It's all right. We're looking up funny candy. Big nuts. Big nuts. That's big nuts. Oh dear. Chocolate colon. Plop. Can I have a bar of plop, please?
Speaking of which, I need to go for one.
It's all right. We're looking up funny. Here's a good one. Here's a good one. Wakey might like this one. A fart bar. Oh dear. Yeah, look, fart bars. Oh, here's a good one. Mega pussy. Oh dear me. Oh, we're not going on that one because it's SPUNK. That's it for that one anyway. Why would you think that? These were on, I think it was Sun, I think. All I typed in, Amjad, was funny chocolate bar names. But some of them are a bit too close to the wind, if you know what I mean. Hey up, Wakey, they do a tin of milk chocolate sardines. And they even, on Etsy, they even do a box that you can personalise. Shito sauce. Oh dear. We've had one called Minge. We even got one here called Gay Bar. Dirty cow popcorn, that's hilarious. But it says here 110-gram Galaxy chocolate bar with cock womble wrapper. See you later, Wakey.
See you,
Wakey. But yeah, if you want to buy somebody the ultimate gift and you know they can take a joke, then you can order them online. You can order them off at Amazon. You can order them all over the place. But it's like I could buy Chris one and he'd see funny side, but you've got to know that other person is willing to take a joke, let's just say, and not easily offended. So yeah. Mega Pussy Sweets, I nearly fell off the sofa on that one. But you know what I'm saying, Amjad? It's all right buying somebody a present, but if they're easily offended, they've got to be able to laugh at it, and take it in the light-hearted way that it's intended. So, part 3 tomorrow on my headlights. Ooh. But yeah, it's a case of you've got to know the person that you're buying it for, and if they can take it in a light-hearted way, like but yeah, I mean, Chris would fall about laughing if I bought him something like that. But I do know somebody that's bought one of the mismatched ones, and yeah, DJing entertainments. He has bought some. He bought a job lot of them, and they're all sort of like like a mismatch. Chocolate bars. But yeah, just Google it, Amjad. Some of them are a bit too, a bit too close to the, no elbow grease. But this is it, you know what I mean? It's like, this is why what I like about my live streams is we talk about varied subjects. I mean, we'll get on about something and then we'll go on to like old TV programs and things. I'll have a look, Amjad, and I'll see what I can come up with. But that was that was bad for spur of the moment thing. I mean, we could even go down the route of finding funny place names or. I'd rather work on my car than chores. But funny thing is, JCT, I've been baking today, and like you like to work on your car, I like to bake. So it's like lads had gone out, my son and my husband had gone out, and I thought, I know, I'll bake some cookies. But yeah, I'll look into it, Amjad, and I'll see if I can come up with street names and funny named places and things like that. So to mix it up a little bit. It's a sign of intellectual intelligence to flip from so many subjects in one stream. But it's like this, bro. We get talking about something. I mean, how this has come about tonight, Ruby Slippers is in America. Now, we got on about Toblerones and she didn't know what a Toblerone were. And then John Land mentioned Curly Wurlies. So I had to Google Curly Wurly for Ruby. And because she didn't know what a Curly Wurly were. And that's how we've got on subject. Because while I was Googling it, I come across a chocolate bar called Minge. So, that's sort of how that's come about, and it's sort of rolled from there, basically. And that's sort of how we get on these certain subjects. We've done childhood memories and can you remember this program and can you remember that program? I know they're still about, JC, but I haven't had one in years. Curly Wurlies, Curly Wurlies and Toblerones are two of Chris's favourites. Pixie's channel, that is. That's my husband, So yeah, and this is sort of how we sort of roll on to the next subject, because we talk about, I just come across it. I couldn't stop laughing. Chris says, what you laughing at? And I says, I've just found a chocolate bar called Minge. And then I'd got it must be from at least 2-3 years ago. I read this article in, I think it was some newspaper. And I've just said to Amjad, I've still got the newspaper clipping, and it were a bar of chocolate called Shite. Spelled SHYTE. So, and then it sort of rolls from there. So yeah, so it's like, like a continuous thing, and then we get on, somebody mentions something else, and then we we sort of move or progress onto that subject. So yeah, I mean, we've got no sort of set agenda. Only time we've got a set agenda is on a Tuesday evening, obviously when I'm live baking. That's sort of, yeah, we every now and again we do have a laugh, but it's more serious than, and any of my live streams, people will tell you I ain't got a set agenda. I don't sort of, it's not scripted in any way, shape or form. So yeah, we sort of just roll with it, if you know what I mean. And make it take Mickey out of Wakey because he's always mentioning beetroot. So, as he does. But it more so nowadays, they sort of bring in a lot of it. Because you see, I know Snickers as what were they called before they were called Snickers? I forgot now. Marathon, yeah. They were called marathons before they were, and it were like opal fruits. What did they change them to? Starburst. Yeah. And I know by the old name because that's what they were called when I were younger. Oh, I was thinking of the song. But yeah, you know why they felt they'd got to change the name, I don't know. But they're on about Starburst is now going to revert back to opal fruits. I don't know. I don't know what the reasoning is behind it. Don't ask me because I don't know. You know what I mean? And it's confusing because I know Snickers as marathons. I can't think of any others that have changed their name over years. But I tell you what were them things called? Them square fruity things. Like they were squares.
Oh, Starburst.
No, I'm on about them with crunchy.
Fruitella?
No. Name two veg that make your eyes water: onions and turnip. I know onions do. But yeah, well, I forgot what they're called now. And I Callum had never heard of them, and I says back in the day, and they like little square things, and they like a chewy fruit, but they come in like a candy, crunchy thing. No, I ain't got no nuts. Have you ever been on the nuts with a turnip? No. Oh, what they called now? And they've just started.
Opal fruit?
No, they're not opal fruits because they were Starburst, weren't they? Oh, yeah. And they like got the little tiny square fruit things, but they've got like a sugary, crispy exterior. Oh, it's bugging me now. And I don't know that it was last week or week before we got on about things that had been that was for Chris. It's in kitchen. Things that had been filmed locally to us, and I couldn't for life on me think of it. And the one that I was pertaining to, it was like 5 minutes away from where we live. It was filmed, and it was called Brief Encounters because it ran about it was like a bunch of women that as an extra income started throwing Ann Summers parties, and I couldn't for life on me think what it was called. And I sort of I looked it up afterwards, and it were Brief Encounters it were called. But yeah, that were like filmed less than 5 minutes away. So yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you while I was thinking about it. It was filmed in a local boozer that's just down the road, and like next door to it, there's like a community centre, and basically they filmed some of it in that community centre as well. So yeah. Oh, it's bugging me now. I've got to Google it before it drives me nuts. Oh dear. Pardon me. No, it's not coming up with it. It's coming up with Juicy Chews, not Skittles. No. How do people come up with the names for these sweets? I don't know, Amjad. That's what amazes me. Well, I'll have to have a look afterwards. It's
What are we looking for?
Oh, it's not randoms. It's not randoms.
Show it.
I'll forget now.
How do?
I'm
getting to fill that oil yet, lad.
Just made another coffee.
Show it up.
But it's bugging me now. If I can't remember something, I can see them. I just can't think of the name of them. I'm sure by Nestle.
Bit windy out there now, mate.
Look
at that. It'll be in here, look. It'll be in there. Windy delay. What we got there? 5 hours and 17 minutes remaining. Laughing from the sweet names.
Yeah.
You got some of this?
Anyway, I can't find it, so it'll come to me. I'll tell you on tomorrow's live stream. What they called it's bugging me now. Hi Lee, how are you? So we're talking
Everything and anything.
Yeah. Funny candy bar names and what used to be and what they're called now, and it's bugging me like now. That is what they're called. But they stopped making them for a bit, and now all of a sudden they've sort of they've sort of reinvented them. You know what I mean? Can anybody remember the fruit polos? That's something you don't see nowadays.
Polos. They're not going out. They're not coming in.
So yeah, that were another one that you don't see it nowadays. The fruit polos. I mean, polo's always been around, but I'm here on my phone away working an event. Oh,
working at an event?
He's working. He says I'm here on my phone away working an event. So
what are you working at, Lee? Where are you working? Or is it top secret?
But yeah, you know, I mean, as I put it, these chocolate bars and these old sweets, they're the best. You know what I mean? You can't sort of.
Do you remember them sauces, fly sauces? They're like sugar paper.
Oh yeah, flying saucers they were called.
Yeah.
Amjad said I never knew Starburst were called opal fruits. Yeah, they were called opal fruits before they were Starburst. And now they're on about bringing opal fruits back and doing away with Starburst name and bringing the name opal fruits back. So yeah, they were called opal fruits before they were Starburst. It's just a pop. I mean, marathon. You know, where did they get the connection between marathon and Snickers? This is
always be marathon.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Oh, they're called opal fruits in Panland. But yeah, you know what I mean. What's the connection? It was called a marathon, but
change it to Snickers.
Okay then, John lad, thanks for popping in. So yeah, for some unknown reason, they changed it from a marathon to Snickers. So what? You know, where's the connection?
Who knows?
I don't know. I mean, it's like Mars bars has always been Mars bars. Toffee crisps has always been toffee crisps. Lion bars
will always be.
Hey, what?
Wednesday will always be.
You know, a Lion bar's always been a Lion bar. I didn't realise Dennis Films actors were his family.
Yeah. All his family, Simon.
Yeah, they all related. You know, his daughter, Emma's son, the youngest gal is the daughter. Emma's mum's been in one of them as well. I was doing my shopping today, Amjad, and I was so tempted to buy a bar of caramel, and I was looking for a recipe that I downloaded with that specific in it. I think it was cookies recipe.
Something like that.
But yeah, they're all related in one shape or form. You know what I mean? He don't. You know, apart from sort of when he uses. I mean, he's obviously, you know, he's used some of Chris's footage. You know, apart from like the last one, he did. He got Mel. He's from
New York.
Yeah, he's from America, but you didn't see him. He just narrated it. You know what I mean?
I'll send you a photograph, love.
Okie dokie then, Lee. See you later.
See you later, Lee.
But yeah, I saw it when I was doing my shopping, and I was so tempted to buy a bar. Amjad.
Have to show it to them.
Hang on a minute. When was this took on this?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's just took it earlier on. Hi Tracy, that's Biscuit, that's the doggo.
Hello Tracy.
See you later, Lee. So I've been baking this afternoon, Tracy. I've made some cookies. Well, that was just fell on the floor. I don't know. So yeah, Chris and Callum went out sort of filming, photography, etc. So yeah, so I just got stuck in and I've made some milk chocolate chip cookies and white chocolate chip cookies. I'll just show you what we're making tomorrow, Tracy. But I were on about it earlier on because it says 20 minutes prep time and 20 minutes cook time. Well, obviously we always prep beforehand. So it's going to be a very short live stream. Yeah, I saw Chris interview him. Hi, Dr. Smith. So yeah,
Hello, Doctor.
that's what we're making tomorrow, Tracy. That is ginger crunch, and it's a bit like a shortbread base, and it's golden syrup, ginger, icing sugar, and butter for the topping. But over the weekend, I just knocked up a jam sponge. Now, 5 minutes in microwave and job's a good in. So if you want to, Tracy, I mean, you know, it's entirely up to you. But I'm just going to show people how easy it is to make this jam sponge. You know, if you're struggling for a dessert, if you're struggling for a pudding, etc. 5 minutes to mix it together, 5 minutes in microwave, and you've got a dessert. So I might pop that on end. So yeah. But the recipe that I've got is for a golden syrup sponge, but I used strawberry jam, and then to make it even better, I chucked some white chocolate chunks in. Absolutely. Chris couldn't get over how nice it were. And it's like something that, you know, you can put it together in less than 10 minutes, and that's including, you know, cooking it in microwave for 5 minutes. It's just a case of you chuck everything in. It's just 125 grams of sugar, 125 grams of butter, 125 grams of self-raising flour, 2 eggs, and that's it. Oh, I'll have to have a look. It might be that one that I've I can't. Oh, here. This is where I've found it, Amjad. I found it now. I couldn't find it. Caramel chunk cookies, and it's called vjcooks.com. So that is caramel chunk cookies, and I'll just show you a picture of it. So that's it, Amjad. That's what you're talking about, isn't it?
That's where Jay's going next week.
So that is one called VJ Cooks. So, and they caramel cookies. So, but I'll do them a bit further down the line. Where is Jay going tomorrow?
Not next week.
Oh.
Cornwall.
Ah, why are you going with him?
I said that I didn't go.
So yeah, I knew I'd got one, Amjad, and when I were looking for it earlier on, I couldn't find it, but I have found it now. So yeah, so that'll sort of be one for a bit further down the line, Amjad. So yeah, watch out for it. I knew I downloaded one, but Simon says, "Night, I hope I don't get woken up at 2 a.m. with a notification for Chris's video." Probably.
Simon.
I could have a tub of those, but it's something that it's like this, Dr. Smith. It's what we call a chocolate bar, candy bar, that hadn't been around for a long time, and then all of a sudden it's come back. So it's basically a chocolate bar, and it's got like a, how can I explain the taste? Like a slight caramel tasting chocolate bar. But yeah, so that's sort of something that I'll make a bit further down the line. I have promised Chris that I'll be making him a Toblerone some Toblerone cookies. So that's sort of not be next week because I ain't got my shopping coming till 11th. So I've ordered some Toblerone. So basically, I mean, I don't know whether if you know what a Toblerone is, Dr. Smith. It's like a chocolate bar and it's got chopped up. Is it almonds?
Yeah, I think he's in it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Doctor, isn't he?
What about
No,
Toblerone?
it's the American.
Oh, in America.
Yeah, so it not be sort of next Tuesdays. It could probably be Tuesdays after.
What about Toblerone?
I'm going to be making a Toblerone cookies.
Ooh.
But it not be next Tuesday. It could probably be Tuesday after.
I saw
Night, Simon. Lol, you know you will. But yeah, and the same as I was saying earlier on, I like to mix it up a bit. I don't like keep making like bars or cookie bars or things week after week after week. You know, I like to mix it up with cookies and cupcakes or muffins. But I've been asked like by a lot of people, can you do trifle? Can you do this? Can you do cheesecake and this, that, and other? But the only thing is, we like cheesecake, you have to let it set. And when I make a cheesecake, I let it set overnight. So, it's a case of the time constraint sort of thing. I've got to do something that I can make and actually show people during the live stream the end result, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm sort of a bit limited on what I can do. Amjad says every time I'm at your live, this silly internet, it probably don't like me, Amjad. Oh God, she's on again. We'll cut it off. But yeah, I have to work out. It's at the most, like cooking time, 30 minutes. I do prep everything beforehand. Me and Tracy and Laurie all have his ingredients and everything weighed out beforehand. So you can cut that off of the time. But if it's got to be in oven, let's say for 30 minutes, you've got to sit there for 30 minutes chit-chatting and, you know what I mean? Oh dear.
Yeah, I'll just find that
I'm going to say, you watch, he'll come running down. He'll say, Dad, it's crawling up my leg. Oh dear me. Oh dear. He's not even frightened of spiders, so what's he worrying about? But yeah, that's the problem that I have. I like doing the baking live streams. In fact, I love doing the baking live streams, but it's the time constraint. Otherwise, we'd be there all night. You know what I mean? But yeah. Oh dear. But is he frightened? It's a tarantula and it might attack him at night or something.
Bobby, I'm just going to get my knee pads out.
I'm just laughing at Tracy. She says, when you do them on, I'll do Rolo chopped cookies. My lot don't like nuts on, but I just put polos in. Don't you mean Rolos? But yeah, I mean, at end of the day, Tracy, the Toblerone, you have to chop it up anyway. So it's not like you've got, I mean, Chris don't like walnuts or peanuts or he don't like a lot of nuts. I'm just as I would throw a sugar dump on the internet router to behave. But yeah, you know what I mean? Funnily enough, Chris don't like, Chris don't like nuts, but he loves Toblerone. You know what I mean?
Nuts. It's just like walnuts. I like peanuts.
But he is very fussy when it comes to like walnuts and almonds and things like that. I mean, I could sort of do like a baked tart or something like that, but Chris don't like the flaked almonds that's on top.
Yeah.
But he loves Toblerone, and basically you chop it up anyway, so they wouldn't know there were any nuts in them. If you don't tell them, they not know.
Yeah, they just Polos. Rolos.
But it's entirely up to you. It'll not be next week. It'll probably be week after. Either that or do the caramel ones. I mean, I'm easy either way. You know what I mean? It's like we were talking about like a strawberry crumble bars, but having looked at the recipe, it's not feasible on a live stream. Can you remember the recipe that I sent you, Tracy? And it was for strawberry crumble bars or something. And having looked at the recipe, it won't it won't be feasible to do it. I forget. I think it takes about 50 minutes in oven. Nah. Oh. Okie dokie then, Amjad. He says, in case you're wondering where Imran is, he's gone to bed early, he's got an early start. What you'll have to do, Amjad, is sneak in bedroom. Put your phone right up to his ear and I'll shout, Imran, wake up! So I forget now. I think it's too long a bake time anyway. And I didn't sort of think things through when I sent you the recipe. It's a case of, as you know, it's time. You know what I mean? It's the time thing. But when you made that ice cream, the no churn ice cream, I have seen a no churn crunchy ice cream, and I thought, well, I might do one of them on a live stream. Obviously, you're not going to be able to see the finished article, but if we show you how to make it, you can imagine. All you've got to do is stick it in the freezer, and Bob's your uncle. You've got ice cream, and that's one of Jane Patisserie's recipes. By the way, I'm laughing when I said put your phone right up to his ear and I shout, Imran, wake up! No churn crunchy ice cream. Nah, I bet that's nice.
I bet a little doggo like that, I know.
So that is that's the only problem with like Jane's Patisserie. You've got to scroll right down for ingredients and whatever. They go waffle on about tips and everything and tips before you eventually get to
TIT.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. But yeah, that looks that does look nice. And it's it looks really nice. But because you see, it says, I base this recipe on my no churn salted caramel ice cream. I bet that tastes nice. It's all right. I'm trying to. Oh, ingredients. All you need is 600 mils of double cream, a tin of carnation caramel sauce, clear honey, and 200-gram crunches. So that's basically it. And all you've got to do is whisk your double cream, your caramel and your honey until smooth. And it says it can take a couple of minutes, but worth it. Continue to whisk the mixture until very thick and holds itself. Fold through the chopped up crunchy bars, pour into a freezer-proof container or a 2-pound loaf tin like in the pictures. And basically that's it. And it says freeze for at least 5 to 6 hours or overnight. But like I said, you can do it on a live stream and people get the gist of it. And like when you've done, you can just say, well, this has got to go in freezer. Expensive. It's not a cake, actually.
I know.
It's like a shortcake, caramel, and then chocolate on top. But yeah, I mean, that's something that we could look into, is doing different flavoured ice creams. You can get the gist of it, and like at the end of it, just say, well, now this needs to go in freezer for at least 5 to 6 hours, and you've got no churn ice cream.
I'm still giggling.
Oh.
I've very tried to eat that.
Oh dear.
While they were eating it.
But it'd be something different to either bars, brownies, cupcakes, muffins, or cookies. You know what I mean? It's worth thinking about it. I mean, if you're up for it, Tracy, I definitely am. You know what I mean? You see, basically, I've got a 2-pound loaf tin. Well, I've got 2 actually. So basically, I've got the equipment and just put it in a loaf tin, chuck it in freezer, and then I could always put. I hadn't heard from Amjad. I don't like to pester her. I know it's sort of. I just wanted to get well. And I don't like sort of, I know she'll say to me, oh, you're not pestering me, blah, blah, blah. But I know she's not been well. And I don't like keep messaging. I did message her other day. I just wanted to come back refreshed and feeling better. You know what I mean? If that means sort of, however long she's down there, if I don't talk to her, you know, so be it.
Who wants a cookie?
Oh dear.
Somebody's followed me.
Cookie monster.
I say, oh, look at his eyes, look.
Tail's waggling.
Give me some,
Dad. It's got chocolate in it, Biscuit. You can't have any.
I've got some without chocolate in.
Grandpa Kevin says tease. That weren't me. That were Chris. I've made them this afternoon. They'll be gone by tomorrow, and I've made 2 lots. And I've used me. You just want to get one of them tins that I've used today.
You can't, because you'll follow me.
I bought these tins off for Amazon months ago, Tracy, and the proper like biscuit things. I can't recommend them highly enough, and there's 2 in a pack. So yeah, and it's first time I've used them today. They're quite big, so if you make a batch of cookies, you can do them all in one go. And there's 2 in a pack. Highly recommend them, Tracy. If you're interested, I'll send you a link. But what it were, when me and Laurie were making some cookies other week, she'd got like aluminium ones. And she says that basically she'd been to Kroger's or something, and something were on them, and she thought to herself, "Oh, I'll use this." Just make one big cookie and I'll send you my address. I could do better than that, Kevin. I can make a cookie cake because I've got no end of recipes for giant cookie cakes. I don't know what sort of state it'll be in by the time it gets to you, but I can but yeah, we've just been on about actually mixing things up a little bit, and on the baking live. I know it's not baking, address to follow. We're on about making no churn ice cream. Now I've just read a recipe out for. Do you have crunchy bars in States? No churn crunchy. Hey up. I guess who's coming.
I want to see him put the whole cookie in his mouth at once.
It's too late. They've gone already. So yeah, I have got. Let me just have a look.
I've got to read a certain little somebody up.
I've got monster cookie bars, and I've also let me have a look. See, oh, this is that. We were just on about a simple microwave pudding, sponge pudding. I made it yesterday, but it's a golden syrup recipe, but you can easily adapt it. Stick some, all I did was put some jam in bottom instead of golden syrup. Chucked a few white chocolate chunks in while we had a dessert for yesterday.
Callum's not test clean.
Why isn't?
Because he turned it off.
Oh. Yeah. Especially for you, Kevin.
Ooh, chocolate chip cookie cake. Ooh, I like the fancy icing on top.
There you go. Told you I got a recipe. And I've got some monster cookie bars as well. But yeah, I've got all sorts of recipes. But this one's a bit worse for wear, and this is what I've made today.
White chocolate chip cookies.
But I've made a white chocolate version, and I've made a milk chocolate version as well.
Now,
so I'll make 2 lots today.
Make one with peanut butter chips.
That we were just on about because Tracy says that Johnny and whatever don't like Toblerone or things, but you can. It's one of them things that you either like it or you don't. And
yeah.
Chris in fond of peanut butter. I have got actually. It says more for me.
I'm just gonna like peanut butter just for that one.
Oh dear.
Hey, you want to kick it up a little bit? Put a little vodka in it.
Put a little vodka in it. Yeah, here's another one I'm thinking of making in the not too distant.
Chocolate and peanut butter cookies. Nice.
So, and here's another one.
My wife has a recipe. I don't know if she got it from a book or whatever, but it's a white cookie, and you take the Hershey's Kiss and push it down in the middle before they start baking, and it just melts down.
They do all sorts. They do like one wee candy, mint candies as well. It's that's another one.
Peter Pan peanut butter cookies. Say that fast 3 times.
And this is another one. This is sort of similar. Monster cookie bars. That's using like M&Ms.
Oh. It's more Smith Craig, not Heights.
This is another one that I've yes, more for me. That's Tracy.
Who's calling me now?
That's another one that I printed off over the weekend. Strawberry shortcake.
Oh, bring off me.
Oh dear. So yeah, that's sort of just a sample of what I've. But yeah, I like them with it. It's
And the dog wants a couple too. Don't forget this.
he's wanted to go walk. He is.
Don't
The
forget
chocolate
this.
peanut butter cookies. It's basically
Oh, yeah.
you put peanut butter and then you put like chocolate on top of peanut butter. So yeah. That's Biscuit talking, saying he wants to go for a walk.
Stay out of the dog food.
Can't hear a word you're saying.
Stay out of the dog food.
Oh, but I haven't got it fastened yet. The Wally.
Say that again, Kevin.
I said, tell Pixie to stay out of the dog food.
Yeah. This is what we're making tomorrow.
Ginger crunch.
Yeah. And that's sort of like on a biscuit base as well.
Nice.
So yeah, I like to mix things up a little bit and do something different. Hence the reason why I said, you know, we can. I've never attempted no chain ice cream.
My wife may be walking through that door in about a minute.
That coffee's just nearly gone down wrong hole. So yeah,
my wife signals me when it's dinner time.
and
if I don't hurry up, she'll come walking through that door.
Amjad says, do the funny sweet names again. I'm not doing them again tonight, Amjad. We'll sort of carry that on probably Fridays. It's all right. We've been talking about rude name candy and.
I'm gonna watch your streams because I'm gonna get my wife in here one day, and you can throw her some recipes. You can chit chat back and forth with some recipes.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, you know, and you can ring me on Messenger anytime, and if you want me to, you know, I can always send you recipes. You know, if there's anything in particular that she wants to make,
Yeah.
just message me. Tell me what it is she wants. If I ain't got recipe, then I'll Google it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But we all, well, me and Tracy, I haven't run it past Laura yet, but I do fancy making the no churn ice cream.
Yep, that sounds great. So, all right. Well, then I'm going to go in and eat before I get yelled at.
Thanks for coming up anyway, Kevin.
Thanks for showing me the cookie, you tease.
But yeah, if there's anything in particular that she particularly wants to make, just message me and I'll send you a recipe.
That'll be great. Thank you.
I might go get some more.
Get another one. And make sure you have something to drink. I don't want you to choke on it.
See you later.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
But yeah, you know, it's same with anybody else. If there's a particular something that you'd like to make and not sure about it, anytime I'm on Facebook, same name, Jeanette Pickering, just message me and I you know, I'm only too happy to help. You know what I mean? If it's a particular recipe that you're looking for. I mean, I can remember, I think it were apple cinnamon donuts or donut muffins or something that I made. And Kev messaged me and to say that, you know, his wife had looked at the recipe and she'd made them. You see, that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? You see something that you like, or you see something in particular that you'd like to make, you know, the only problem being is on a live stream, it's the time constraint. But I'm only too happy to send anybody recipes. You know what I mean? You've just got to message me and, you know, have you got a recipe for, I don't know, mud pats or what? You know what I mean? I'm just sort of, you know, have you got a particular recipe for this, that, or other? You know, I sent Tracy and Laurie a recipe. Yeah. But you know what I mean? If it's something in particular that, you know, somebody that's watching wants to make, oh, bless her. Amjad says it's going to be a sad day for me on Saturday. It's his grandma's anniversary.
Aww.
But yeah, you know what I mean? It's same with Amjad or Tracy or anybody else for that matter. If I've got you on Facebook and you're on Messenger, just message me and say, I'd like a recipe for A, B, or C, you know what I mean? And I'm only too happy to share it with you, you know what I mean? But with the, you see, the reason why I print my recipes out is the fact that I've got it to hand when I'm doing the live baking streams. And basically, I like it in front of me rather than sort of have it on my phone and sort of keep scrolling, you know, backwards and forwards. And that's why I print them out. It's basically for the fact that I'm not sort of looking here, there and everywhere. So what I've got to do next, it's printed and it's there, it's at side of me, so I know exactly what I'm doing. But, you know, I always look through the recipes and think, you know, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. I always read through them several times before I, you know, before I make anything. And it's like the red velvet cookie bars that we made last week. I just thought they were, yeah, they got white chocolate in, and might I say they've all gone as well. Yeah, I thought they looked a bit plain on their own. So yeah, so they've got through cookie bars last week. I made 2 lots of cookies today, and I bet by tomorrow they've all gone. They like the cookies. Let's just put it that way. So yeah, anybody can message me as long as I know you, you know. And if you want a recipe, I'll be only too.
Cost you 50 quid.
It's skinflint. The thing is, Amjad, we've known each other long enough now, you know what I mean? Even though we haven't met personally. Hiya, Azy, how are you?
Ah, no way, the Lord of the band.
So yeah, you know, anybody wants any recipes or, well, as long as it's baking, you know, I don't mind sending it you on. So how did the camping trip go, Azy? That's the question. Was it success or not? That is the question.
Must be because it's alive.
Like Irish Oak Portal, and all. This is where we take a dump. Oh, pardon me.
Good.
But I looked at it this way.
I heard.
Yeah, you'd have to pay me £1 million to go camping. No way, no way. I'd get down on that bed and I wouldn't get up. I like my creature comforts. I like my own comforts. It was a bit rough. You won't get me camping in the month of Sundays.
I'll be needing to go camping in car and stuff, but that'd be crap.
So,
Isn't it?
so yeah, even if you paid me £1 million, I'd still be sort of umming and ahhing about it. I don't do camping. Especially if I've got to go in one of them Portaloo things. Oh dear. But, you know,
Hey, we got a Portaloo where we go camping. It's called a bush.
you may be. I ain't crouching down in no bus. Kate done well. Yeah, she said, you know, it were, you know, a bit hit and miss, but it's. I looked at it this way: it's a holiday. I mean, we going in October, but we're not going camping. We booked a cottage, but we do keep saying. I mean, Chris wants to do the Wales thing, if you know what I mean. We keep saying that we're going to come to Wales, but the thing is at the moment, because nearly everybody is, and well, everybody and his dog are not going abroad for their holidays, and they're staying in this country. Some of the prices are out this world. You know what I mean? You're talking, I mean, like, let's say we've booked this cottage and we're going Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and coming back Tuesday. So it's like 4 nights and 5 days. And we've got it at a reasonable price. Now, you can look on, I don't know, Expedia, Trivago, or whatever, and some of them want about £3,000 for that sort of holiday. And I says to Chris, I says, I'd sooner get a deck chair and sit out on my front yard or my backyard rather than pay that sort of money. Yeah, I understand that the economies took a big hit with pandemic and everything, but £3,000 for an holiday, it's ridiculous. So I ain't paying that sort of money. Well, we ain't got that sort of money for a start, so.
No, we haven't, we?
I know, you know, I understand it sort of on flip side of coin, and I understand that they've got to recoup some of the money that they've lost through the pandemic, but £3,000 for a week's holiday, absolutely no way.
Nice house, nice place, but bloody hell.
Yeah, that's it. You know, it is crazy. You know what I mean? Same as I says to Chris. I says for £3,000, I says I'd want to be keeping at Buckingham Palace. You know, do you think she lets sweets out in Buckingham Palace? I says, because for £3,000, I'd expect to be staying at Buckingham Palace. But tell you, some at prices. But we lucky in the fact that we know somebody that works. See you later, Amjad. See you tomorrow night.
Bye, Amjad.
We lucky that a friend of a friend, Queen be your roomie. What?
Yeah, Queen's gonna be at my room.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna get Butler to. Okie dokie then, Tracy. I'll speak to you tomorrow night.
See you, Tracy.
So yeah, so you know, for £3,000, I'd expect, you know, to either be sharing bed with Queen or be in the next bedroom to Queen.
With top and tail.
And butler service as well.
Top and tail, brekkie in bed.
But, you know, I understand, yeah, they've got to recoup some of the losses, but, you know, you're supposed to, I looked at it this way. Love you too, Amjad. See you later. I looked at it this way. You're supposed to be encouraging people to, you know, staycation, as they call it, you know, vacation in this country, but some prices are, anyway, we know somebody that works for the hire holiday cottages out. That's the job. So we're going 4 nights and 5 days, and we've got it at a good price. So I says to Chris, holiday's a holiday. You know what I mean? We've got it at a good price because we got mates rates. You know. So yeah, you know what I mean? We felt good there because we happened to mention it that we wanted, you know, somewhere that's dog friendly where we can take dog, blah blah blah. And he says, hang on a minute, you know, I know somebody that can help you there. So that's what we did. And so basically we got it at a reasonable price. Not a silly price what some of them are charging, you know what I mean? So yeah, it is in October though, but anyway, same as I said to Chris, I don't care whether it's December, October, November, or whenever it is. It's time away that we really need, you know what I mean? We haven't sort of had a proper holiday for about 2 years, have we?
No.
So basically, you know, it's long awaited, you know what I mean? So yeah, but that's you know, you just need a break away from it all, to let off steam, to decompress, to, you know, yeah, it's self-catering. The same as Chris says, you know, we can go out for his tea, we can, you know, there's a pub a mile away, there's several supermarkets as well. So, you know, we're not, plus, you know, we're on about taking bits and bobs with us and just getting fresh stuff while we're there. So, yeah, you know, I can't wait. It's
Gonna be good.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Wind, rain or shine.
Yeah, exactly. Chris is going to have his camera, his drones, his GoPro and whatever. We'll sort of, plus if Wi-Fi's any good, we'll live stream as well. So like we did when we were in Isle of Wight. So yeah, so that's the thing to look out for. You know, I mean, obviously they're not be going on for hours or whatever, and you know, but we'll do some sort of live stream or something along the way. That's if the Wi-Fi's any good. No, I couldn't care less. I don't mind sand up me butt cracks as long as we're away on holiday. So it's we're going to Filey, but we're going to Bridlington, Scarborough, and I've got a friend that lives in Whitby, so I haven't seen her for donkey's years, so we're going to catch up with her as well. So it's going to be a good time. Chris has already mapped out the places that he's going to go to. So he's already got it all worked out. So, right, guys, I'm going to get off because I need... Hey? So that means you're going for a fiddle in the sand dunes? No. I'm not going for a fiddle anyway. Right, guys, I'm going to get going. I'll see you all on tomorrow baking stream. So thanks for Kevin coming up. Thanks. Hi, Dirt Rider.
I don't dare.
He says, Dirt Rider says, I've just come in to give you a kiss and a like. So yeah, we're just shutting it down. Don't forget, stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you all on tomorrow's baking live stream. Night.
Night all.